I'm a nice man. Yeah, I'm a nice man. I love the trouble. I love to kick 'em. I love to shovel. I love to stick 'em. Love to float 'em. I love to watch 'em. I love to pick 'em. I'm gonna kick 'em. 'Cause I'm a nice man. Good morning, fellas, and welcome to the final mid-season review. That, for all you wrestling fans, was, of course, Billy Gunn, the Ass Man walkout song. Is that what they call him? Anyway, that was my childhood. So, that was obviously played because the final one we're going to look at is second and first place in the league, which are Rainbow Rovers and Asstown. Yeah, let's look into them right now. So, Rainbow Rovers, managed by Poch, Captain Aguero, bit of an Argentinian link there, and Kyle Walker as the vice captain. So, Real Madrid, where did that come from? Man City. Those are the teams. Hugo Lloris could have been captain, maybe. Jack Grealish, maybe. That's probably it, really, isn't there? Anyway, let's look straight into the average ratings. This is the reason Abdi's second, because he has 1, 2, let's not include him, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 regulars who are averaging above 7, and Rudiger, who seems to either be a semi-regular or perhaps was injured. Yeah, he had a dislocated shoulder for 7 weeks. So 7 regulars, 7 of his starting 11 are averaging over 7. Harry Wilson, who is a regular, very surprisingly, just short of 7. Brandon Williams also playing very well. Likewise, Carl Walker. So he's actually having a very good season for most of his players. The only ones averaging poorly are these 4 here, but they're not even playing. Foden isn't really playing. Mesut Ozil surprisingly isn't playing. Like I said, Harry Wilson is being chosen over him. So yeah, Poch is doing a great job, because if you look at the squad, he's playing Grealish and Keita in midfield, in like the holding or at least the deeper midfield roles. He's got Wilson playing, and he's got a defence that consists of Christensen, and I guess Kyle Walker is quite rare. So this is not a team that's unbelievable. Don't get me wrong, it's a decent squad, but it's not a great squad. I think this trio of Aguero, Neymar, and Maradona must be smashing things. We'll have a look, and yeah, by the looks of it, Neymar 7.92 must be one of the highest in the league. 8 goals, 4 assists. Maradona 7.60, 6 goals, 4 assists. Aguero smashing things as well. So those 3 really are dominating. An injury to one of those could be interesting, because so far they've started all 13, but with a bit of bad luck. And I guess he's been quite lucky. You know, you think about Aman, who lost Ronaldinho for ages, Cleve, who lost Ronaldo, whereas Abdi's had his 3-star men fit all season. If they stay fit the whole season, then Abdi probably will be up there challenging for the title. Abdi Kizildag having a great season at left back, 7.25, 1 goal, 1 assist. Yeah, you can kind of see why they're doing so well, and I said that I didn't think they would do that well. No, actually, I think I said that they'd be about mid-table, maybe a little bit lower, and they're second, and they're playing well, so it could continue. And the form looks pretty good. They had a little bit of a hiccup after a good start of 2 wins in a row. They then didn't win for 5 games, but since then, 5 wins out of 6. They're unbeaten in 7. Again, I said it before in yesterday's episode, these top 4 are probably all going to be in really good form, so it's not necessarily surprising to say that, but still, unbeaten in 7. Looks really good for Abdi, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he can keep this unexpected season going. Let's look at our league leader though now. And actually, I just remembered I said that the top 4 are probably all going to be in good form. That is not really the case, because he had a friendly cup final and a cup semi-final. That's odd. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Asstown's good form has ended. They were 9. Is that? Sorry, let me just check that. That's 10 games, so that's 8 wins and a draw from their first 10 games, which is absolutely phenomenal. It was never going to last, though. If you look at Holland's team, it's an okay team, but it's not a great team, so it's never going to last. And then the bunch of injuries and red cards have cost him. He had Holland sent off there. He had Eusebio injured, but I don't think that was long, to be fair. Tadic injured again, don't think that was long. But then 2 sendings off in this game. De Bruyne and Martial, 2 big players for him. A couple of injuries there. Fraser, Mendy, Lo Celso. This one, he actually didn't get a sending off, so congratulations there. But hasn't won in 3 games. This is a bit of a hiccup for him that he needs to put an end to if he's going to win this title. Just 1 point clear now. I think it was about 7 points clear at one stage. And he's got Murder on the dance floor next to her in 9th. So it'll be an interesting one. Let's have a look at his team. Average ratings. Eusebio on 7.61, 9 goals, 3 assists. Dusan Tadic, 7.43. So his rest of the world pick and legend pick doing really nicely. 5 goals for Dusan Tadic. But if I recall, 5 goals early on in the season. So stats-wise, I really need to learn how to use Football Manager again. I think last year was the first time I didn't buy it. I haven't really played it this year, so I keep forgetting where everything is, but apologies for that. Yeah, if I recall, most of his goals were scored early in the season. Anyway, KDB, no surprise, 7.31. That was the first round, first pick. Lo Celso also having a very good season. Leno having a really good season. He's so rated on this game, it's unbelievable. And also, he's actually class in real life, so I guess that's pretty fair. Holland, Rodri also having good seasons. Likewise, Mendy. But actually, if you look at the average ratings, I bet this is lower than for Rainbow Rovers across the board. Fraser, who's a regular, who's having an okay season. Alonso, yeah, pretty good season. Kazuma, decent, but nothing special. Jesse Lingard, who's hit and miss with whether he's in the team or not, just on the fringe of the team, not having a great season. So yeah, if I were to guess, I'd say that Abdi's team has more or higher average rating across the whole squad. But look at all these reds. So De Bruyne is another suspension. Holland's out for 6 to 9 weeks. Fraser's out for 4 to 12 days. Martial's suspended again. He's got Tomori out for another 10 days. Rodri and Zuma are only 1 yellow card away from ban. So a hell of a lot going on for Holland. And the next few weeks, if he can survive through the next few weeks with, say, 6 points, maybe even 4 points, I think his players and everything will have recovered, and he actually might be in a good position to challenge for the title and win the title. But yeah, the next few weeks will probably be crucial. You look at the form compared to the average rating. He's got a few players in good form, but it's lower than you'd expect. Anyway, I think I missed out on saying who the manager was. So the manager was Diego Simeone, captain was Rodri, and vice captain Lo Celso. And tactics, 4-5-1, Lingard behind, but I guess it's difficult to tell because he's got so many players out, so this probably doesn't mean too much, but he is playing a 4-5-1. And this is obviously costly. I think Abdi mentioned this in the last live game that we watched. When you have to play an Andorran guy in your starting 11, you're going to struggle. He actually did well to only concede 2 goals with that guy playing at centre-back. But I guess that's either, that's what happens when you don't have enough squad depth or when you just get a bit unlucky. So probably a bit of both there. Anyway, somehow I managed to talk for 9 minutes and 45 seconds, so I'll end it there. Have a great day, guys, and tomorrow we're back to live football. So, woo! I will see you then.